So, fashion subculture are distinct groups within which society that develop unique clothing styles, aesthetics, and accessories to express shared identities, values, or rebellion against mainstream culture. They often emerge from music, art, social movement, or countercultural ideologies, using fashion as a tool for self expression and group belonging. The key characteristics of fashion subculture. These subgroups stands out through customized DIY or thrifted looks that symbolize resistance to consumerism or societal norms. Common traits include strong visual codes like bold colors, patterns, or textures that foster community while challenging dominant trends. The historical role. Subculture have driven fashion evolution since the 20th century from 1920s flappers to 1970s punk, influencing mainstreams, designers and global styles. They reflect broader cultural shift such as punk's anti-establishment ripped denim or goth's romantic dark layers tied to music and literature. The modern example of fashion subculture. Today's subcultures include grunge, with its distressed flannels, hip hops, oversized silhouettes, and luxury streetwears that emerging boy eagle aesthetics, blending digital and punk elements. Streetwear rooted in skate and hip hop now mixes high fashion with subcultural authenticity via brand collaboration. So the first culture is goth. The word Gothic originally referred to the medieval Goths and then to architecture and art deemed barbaric compared to classical styles in Renaissance Europe. In the late 18th and 19th century, Gothic literature, Horace Walpole, Mary Shelley, Edgar Allan Poe, Bram Stoker popularized themes of ruins, horror, melancholia, and the supernatural that later became core imagery for goth music and fashion, creating a deliberately theatrical, morbid look. Common elements include predominantly black clothing, black or dramatically dyed hair, pale foundation with dark eyeliner and lipstick, fishnet lace, leather corsets, and antique style garments. Punk originated in scenes like New York City and London, influenced by proto-punk bands such as the Stooges, New York Dolls, and Ramones. Amid frustration with bloated 1970s rock, it exploded in the UK around 1976 with bands like Grunge fashion subculture emerged in the mid 1980s. Seattle music scenes tied closely to grunge rock bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, and Soundgarden. It embodied an anti-fashion ethos, rejecting polished 1980s glam in favor of thrift store finds, practicality, and heavy metal. Heavy metal fashion is a music born subculture, look built around leather, denim, band logos, and an aggressive, rebellious, often theatrical attitude. Origins and attitude developed with heavy metal music in the late 1960s 70s, influenced by Hells Angels style, biker gear, rocker leathers, and psychedelic hippie patch culture, became visual. Skinhead fashion is a working class, sharply styled subculture look built around cropped hair, boots, and smart yet tough clothing. With roots in 1960s London and later popularized offshoot, skinheads emerged from late 1960s hard mods in working class London, fusing British mod style with Jamaican root boy fashion and ska rock. Hipster fashion is an eclectic, self-consciously alternative style built around thrifted vintage pieces, indie art references, and ironic or nostalgic details, especially associated with 2000s, early 2010s urban youth scenes. The word hipster first appeared in 1940s indie pop. Indie pop fashion is a whimsical, youthful style tied to 1980s UK indie music scenes. featuring cute, slightly retro everyday wear with a DIY anti-mainstream edge. Emerged in the 1980s UK from post-punk and C86 cassette culture, jingling guitars, fanzines, DIY gigs with bands like The Smiths, The Pastels, and early Primal Scream defining the twee or anorak kit. New Romantics. New Romantic fashion is a flamboyant, theatrical 1980s style blending pirate, swagger, regency, dandyism, and glam rock excess. Born as a deliberate reaction to punk's austerity, androgynous looks with makeup, eyeliner, lipstick for all genders, plus teased Kawaii. Kawaii fashion is a vibrant Japanese subculture centered on cuteness, childlike innocence, and playful self expression. Originating in the 1970s in areas like Harajuku, Tokyo, it emphasizes pastel colors, oversized motifs, and whimsical accessories to challenge norms of adulthood through symbolic resistance. Maximalist layers of colorful clips, beads, and toys on Aristocrat. Aristocrat fashion is a sophisticated Japanese street style from Harajuku, evoking 19th century European nobility with Gothic elegance and androgynous tailoring, emerging in the late 1990s as Gothic Lolita's mature counterpart. It prioritizes long silhouettes and antique motifs over cuteness. Aristocrat emphasizes slim, ankle length lines with corsets, tailcoats, jabots, bustles, and veils in black crimson, deep blue, or white. Gothic elements like bats, spider webs, or candelabras appear via accessories. Makeup is dark and gender neutral for mature boys. Biker fashion subculture known as Bosozuko in Japan emerged post World War II as a rebellious youth movement tied to customized motorcycles and anti-establishment identity. It blends militaristic aesthetic with bold personalization, influencing global streetwear through embroidered jackets and defiant motifs. Toko Fuko features long open jackets with Rave. Rave fashion subculture is a vibrant subculture born from electronic dance music scenes, emphasizing self expression, bold visuals, and functionality for all night dancing. It blends rebellion, futury, and global influences, making it highly relevant to fashion. Researchers like you interested in subcultures and textile arts. Core pieces include holographic bodysuits, UV reactive mesh, fur coats, foot pants, and kandi beads bracelets exchanged as plur, peace, love, unity, respect symbols. Bohemian Maximalism in fashion subculture in fashion rejects minimalism restraint, embracing more is more through bold layers, clashing patterns, and vibrant access for unapologetic self-expression. It surged as a subculture in the 2010s, fueled by post-recession optimism and designers like Gucci, Alessandro Michele, and remains Gen Z's chaotic, ironic manifesto into 2026. Outfits features vivid color blocking, mixed prints, floral and geometric, oversized jewelry, fringe, ruffles, and textured layers like velvet, over sequins, accessories, chunky chains, statement bags, and eclectic hats create visual overload of often incorporating vintage or cultural mashups for playful rebellion. Metro Metrosexual fashion subculture marked a shift in early 2000 masculinity where urban heterosexual men embraced grooming, designer labels and self-care once stereotyped as feminine or gay. Coined by Mark Simpson in 1994, it picked around David Beckham's polished image, blending tailored suits, skincare routines, and accessories for a dandy-like sophistication. Fits wear slim plaid shirts, colorful designer jeans, fitted blazers, and statement pieces like gloves or pocket squares paired with pedicures and hair products. Accessories emphasized polish, scented items, facial and urban nightlife looks mirroring a European or gay aesthetic. Thank you so much, guys. Please follow and subscribe my channel. Bye.